What's up everyone? Some of you have asked me about some of my gear, so I figured I'd throw some gear reviews onto my channel and start with some of the gear that I use all the time. So we're going to start with this pedal, the Rat by ProCo. It's one of my all-time favorite pedals. It's so versatile, so good sounding, and I've had this pedal for probably over 20 years. I'm going to start off by just showing you some of the sounds it can do, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show you my favorite way to use it and my favorite settings for it. Alright, so let's start off with just everything at noon here. Let's bring up the distortion. Turning up the filter knob kind of warms up the tone a little bit. If we turn it back, much drier, it cuts through easier. So I actually use that filter knob. If I want to cut through, I do dial it back. But there's certain times, if it's a more mellow song that you don't need that harsh of a sound, I will dial up the filter knob almost all the way and just kind of sit back and get like a really nice distorted sound, but without so harsh and cutting. Let's try, if you don't want so much distortion, put this back to equal. That's kind of like a good open string thing. Again, really cutting, but let's see what we can get out of this with the distortion all the way up. The distortion all the way up, you get a lot of sustain. So, like I mentioned earlier, I really use it on like mellower tunes sometimes for leads, with the filter all the way up, maybe distortion and volume equal. You still get like good sustain, but you don't like overpower. Maybe a little more distortion. If you're doing more rhythm with it, I would bring the filter back just to get some string definition. With the filter all the way up, it sounds okay, it's just kind of muddy for my taste. So bring the filter back. For rhythm, you can do power chords. Or open chords. Cool. Last thing, what if we turn the distortion off? Volume up. At this point, you're just kind of using it like a tone knob. If we dial the filter all the way up, it's basically like going all the way to the bass side on a tone knob. Basically the opposite, rolling the tone knob all the way back. And then if we roll the filter all the way back, it's like rolling the tone knob all the way up. So, cool pedal, a lot of good sounds, fun to play around with. I would definitely recommend having the Rat on your pedal board.